Welcome to I'm Your Target Demographic. Every Wednesday, we examine and explain a corner of the nerd world, and today we're looking at the DC Comics supergroup, the Teen Titans. It was 1964 when the term Teen Titans was first used, given to a group of teenage superheroes, most of which were sidekicks to DC's most popular heroes. These stories tended to focus on not only worldwide threats, but also more personal storylines about growing up and taking on more responsibility. The series had a short run in the 60s, but didn't really become popular until a new standalone series in the 80s called the New Teen Titans. Since then, the Teen Titans have been a pretty stable line for DC Comics, though the lineup of the team shifted quite frequently. Back in the 60s, the lineup was focused on four heroes: the first Robin, Dick Grayson, Kid Flash, Wally West, Wonder Woman's younger sister Wonder Girl, and Aqualad, the teen sidekick of Aquaman. In the 80s relaunch, we were introduced to a team that is a little more recognizable as the Teen Titans. We have Cyborg, a boy whose life was saved by incorporating technology into his body, and Starfire, an alien princess able to absorb ultraviolet radiation. We also have Raven, a half-demon with the ability to alter other people's emotions, as well as manipulating dark magic for all sorts of purposes. Lastly, for this team, we have a character called Beast Boy, who in earlier iterations went by the name Changeling, who is able to transform into animal shapes as well as gaining those animals' attributes. In 2003, it was this team that took the lead for an animated series simply called Teen Titans. It ran for 5 seasons. Like the comics, it weaved in larger storylines, but made sure to also focus on the interpersonal dynamics and struggles with growing up. The next show to appear isn't a literal translation of Teen Titans, but more of a look at younger characters across the entire DC universe called Young Justice. It featured the same Dick Grayson Robin and the same Wally West as Kid Flash, but also brought in a whole slew of other characters. This show would only last 2 seasons. Last up, we've got a series called Teen Titans Go, which is a much more humorous look at the DC universe, almost completely focusing on the more ordinary lives of these characters, instead of their world-saving endeavors. This show is currently running on Cartoon Network. So back to the comics. In terms of notable villains, one of the most prominent villains is one called Deathstroke, who originated as a mercenary hired to take out the Teen Titans. Deathstroke featured prominently in the Batman Arkham video games and in the television show Arrow. It's recently been revealed that he may play a role in either the next independent Batman movie or the Justice League film, or both. Another notable villain is the demon Trigon, whose daughter Raven serves on the team. He often fought to either destroy or enslave the Earth, and it was usually up to Raven and the Titans to stop him. If this sounds interesting, there are 2 titles in the DC Rebirth lineup that might interest you, including the Teen Titans team with some familiar faces, and then a group simply called the Titans, with former members of the Teen Titans that are now grown up. Hopefully this gave you some insight into the Teen Titans, but this is meant as a strictly superficial overlook and a launching place if this lineup of characters looks interesting. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.